Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Wendy Myers, and today we're going to talk about how to detoxify your pineal gland and why you need to detoxify it in the first place. A lot of people don't realize that there are toxins in your water, in the water that you're drinking and showering every day, that harden your pineal gland. And the problem with this is the pineal gland is responsible for your sleep and wake cycles, for creating melatonin in your body, but also it's the seat of your intuition as well, and also your spiritual center as well, to help you have a connection with your creator. And when it's calcified, it interferes in all these spiritual, intuitive, and physiological processes. So it's very, very important that you're aware of this. And I'm going to tell you how you can fix this issue with 6 different solutions in today's video. So what is the pineal gland? So the pineal gland is a little gland that sits kind of right in the middle of your brain, and it's very, very important in regulating hormones, and it also produces melatonin. So it takes information from our environment to control our sleep and wake cycles. So when you wake up in the morning, you get some bright sun, it reduces production of melatonin. When the sun begins to go down or the light begins to fade in the afternoon, your pineal gland starts ramping up production, telling the body to produce more melatonin, and then you start to get sleepy towards the end of the night. So when this gland is not functioning properly, you're going to have trouble sleeping. And so that's a big issue so many people have today. And melatonin is also super important to produce enough of it because it's involved in longevity, it's involved in detoxing the brain, it's involved in a lot of different processes in the body. It's not just your sleep and wake cycles. So as I mentioned, your pineal gland sits kind of right in the middle of your brain, but it sits outside of your blood-brain barrier, so it's more vulnerable to toxic insults. And the pineal gland is also very highly vascularized, so there's a lot of blood flow that goes through the pineal gland. But the issue with this, the downside of this, is that it's much more susceptible to toxic insults, namely fluoride. So fluoride is a compound that's put in our municipal water systems in the United States. There's other countries around the world that do this as well, and it's supposed to harden the enamel on your teeth, and so that prevents cavities. The research really doesn't show that it prevents the cavities as it purports. And there's a lot of downside to fluoridation of the water, namely calcifying your pineal gland. So it literally hardens the pineal gland, impeding its functions. And this increases over time. So it's really important to use the next steps I'm going to talk about in this video to decalcify this pineal gland so it has optimal function. So what are my top tips to detox your pineal gland? So number 1, you need to filter your water, so the water that you're drinking, and optimally the water that you're showering in as well, because part of the issue is that a lot of people they're filtering their water, but sometimes the filter doesn't have a filter specifically for fluoride. So fluoride is particularly difficult to get out of the water, so you need to make sure your water filter you're using removes fluoride, so call your manufacturer. You also want to be thinking about, at some point, filtering your shower water. There's a great filter called DermaShower made by pH Prescriptions. Love their shower filters, love their home water filters as well. And that's what I recommend to remove fluoride from your shower and your drinking water. Because you can be drinking perfectly filtered water or spring water that doesn't have fluoride, but you're getting it every day when you're showering in your water. And that fluoride's causing a problem with your thyroid as well. Number 2, you need to eat organic food. So a lot of pesticides that are used on conventional crops contain fluoride. Not all of them, there's a handful of them that do. So you need to be aware of that and eat organic food. That's giving you a lot of other hormone interrupting chemicals as well in those pesticides, not just the fluoride. Number 3, you want to be wary of calcium supplements. So calcium supplements, some forms of calcium, can calcify and harden soft tissues in your body, including the pineal gland. So a lot of people do need calcium. You need calcium in your diet. Some people need to supplement calcium, but the key is taking the right form of calcium. I prefer a calcium lactate. It's a very highly absorbable form of calcium. Most calciums on the market are calcium carbonate. Those are not good for you at all. They do not help raise your calcium levels or improve bone health. They contribute to the calcification of your tissues. And I'm not in agreement with a lot of the research out there on calcium showing that it's bad. Most of the research is using the cheap calcium carbonate form of calcium made from oyster shells or coral calcium, things of that nature. And so there has to be a distinction made there. So calcium lactate, if you need calcium, is the preferred form. The other forms can contribute to calcification of your pineal gland. Number 4, you need to work on detoxing your body as a whole. So yeah, we want to detox the pineal gland, but you also need to open up the detox pathways in the body. There's a lot of things I talk about on MyersDetox.com in regards to detoxifying your body. You want to improve your liver health. That's one super important thing you need to do. So because your liver is one of the #1 ways that you detox. It's your master detox organ, so that it has to be working really, really well. And so one thing you can do to enhance liver function is take liver enhancing herbs like milk thistle, like dandelion root. Different medicinal mushrooms are really helpful. Taking beets, ginger, fermented broccoli sprouts. These are things that are top detox foods that enhance liver function. And that's why I put all of these in my daily detox supplement to help give you that boost your liver needs every day. And it's called Daily Detox. It's a 100% organic superfoods greens powder. And so that's what I recommend to help liver function, which will also be beneficial for your pineal gland as well. So number 5, you want to work on detoxing your pineal gland in general with a binder. So taking binders help to absorb toxins in your body like a sponge. It's super, super effective. One of the #1 things that you need to do for detoxification of the body in general. But because the pineal gland gets so much blood flow, it's really important to take binders to absorb all different types of toxins you're exposed to on a daily basis, so it's not getting to that pineal gland in the first place. And the body can begin kind of cleaning up the pineal gland and decalcifying it when you're kind of cleaning up your body systemically. So my favorite type of binder is a citrus pectin, and I created a binder called CitraCleanse that contains citrus pectin, and this is one of the most powerful yet gentle ways to detox the body. A lot of binders out there absorb minerals as well that are very important for detoxification. So I tend to, when it comes to like charcoal or zeolites, I recommend those, on occasion. Zeolites you can't take on a continual basis because they really deplete zinc and copper, so there's a big problem with that. But these are things that can be taken on a regular basis, but not as frequently, not on a daily basis like you can do with a citrus pectin. So check out my CitraCleanse down below. Okay, so recommendation number 6 is using energy medicine to detox your pineal gland. So I have a really nifty little device. It's called a Spooky 2 Rife. That's R-I-F-E, and it was invented by Royal Rife. And it's this device sends frequencies to your body, and it has a setting on it, has a function to detox and decalcify your pineal gland. So that's something that I've used many, many times in my effort to detox my body and my pineal gland. And they even have a whole setting, a whole detox function for detoxing your liver, detoxing your kidneys, detoxing your blood, getting rid of parasites. And there's a lot of different benefits to using Rife technology. And it's been around 100 years. So it's nothing new, but it is very, very advanced. And it can, work with your body and detox your pineal gland and other parts of your body in ways you're not able to just using a supplement or doing something physically to detox a pineal gland. So highly, highly recommended. You can check the one out that I use at spooky2.com. And now I'm going to give you a little bonus tip. One thing that you can do, one thing I love to do, is to take tamarind paste and put it in different foods. So tamarind paste is very effective at decalcifying the pineal gland. So you can just add a teaspoon of the tamarind paste. I put it in greens. You can put it in juice even. I love making tamarind juice with a little stevia, just mixing the tamarind paste in a bunch of water. I live in Mexico. The tamarind juice is very, very popular. There's lots of different ways that you can use tamarind. You can put them in there's different dishes, different ways that you can incorporate tamarind into your diet. A lot of you guys may not have heard of it at all, but it's very common in Mexican cuisine and Asian cuisines, but check it out. You'll find it at your grocery store, even Asian or Latin grocery stores if you can't find it at your local grocery store. So thanks for watching today's video. If you guys want to learn more about detoxification, you can take my heavy metals quiz at heavymetalsquiz.com. It takes 2 seconds to take that quiz, and it'll give you kind of like your relative body burden of toxins based on some lifestyle questions I ask you. And then you get a free video series on how to detox your body after watching that or taking that quiz. So thanks for watching the video today. I'm Dr. Wendy Myers, and I hope that helped you understand the important functions of your pineal gland and what you can do to detox it. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you on the next video.